Good morning, Team No Bull. So I'm pulling up to my house, threw it in park, and thought this is a perfect time before the kiddies tackle me to talk about this. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Malnutrition. What pops in your head? Malnutrition. For most of us, we probably think an emaciated or very skinny person. You think, oh, they're malnourished. But the reality is you can be 100 pounds, you can be morbidly obese and be malnourished. You can lack the proper nutrients, minerals, hydration level. Just because a food is calorically dense doesn't mean it's full of nutrients. It's not nutrient dense. So the difference is, think calorically high dense foods are our simple sugars, like the stuff that'll spike your insulin, spike your sugar levels quickly, and then they drop. Those are calorically dense foods that lack nutrients. So nutrient dense foods, your good solid lean proteins, your vegetables, your fruits, the good stuff, the complex carbohydrates. That's the important stuff. I'm a big believer in moderation though. I don't think you should never have any cake, never have any candy. I mean, that gets to a point where that's absurd, That's literally absurd. Moderation is safe. But you got to just know the difference between calorically dense and nutrient dense. And just because you're walking around with 50, 100, 200 pounds of excess body fat doesn't mean you can't be malnourished. I mean, that's mind-blowing when you really think about it. So it just goes back to simple basics. People always ask me, they're looking for what protein powder, which protein powders are fine, fish oils are fine. But I'm a big believer in as all natural as possible. The earth provides us what we need. And I feel like we got to take some confusion out of this, because you ask 10 different trainers or 10 different nutritionists the best workout program, the best diet, they're all going to have their own opinion, and that's fine. But basics work on every level. I don't care if you're saving money, back to basics. Save money, spend less, make more, save money. I don't care if it's nutrition. Eat higher quality, nutrient dense foods, eat less junk food, and do that consistently. Results come. Basics, take out more junk. Working out, getting fancy and doing all this extra Instagram flavor, stuff that's just flashy for Instagram, versus mastering the basics and completing these workouts with good intensity, good rep ranges, solid rests, and good nutrition. It all falls in line, but it all goes back to just going back to basics. So believe it or not, instead of adding things, we should be taking away things. Less confusion equals simpler, equals better results. Easier to process in our brains. So when it comes back to the malnutrition, just because you're heavy doesn't mean you have all your minerals, your nutrients, your vitamins. And you're probably compromised at your hydration level too. You might not be drinking enough water. So when we're trying to live those healthy lifestyles, people think you have to be a gym rat. You don't. Couple hours a week in the gym. Ideally 3-4 times in the gym if possible. Get your walking in. Simple, basic walking. It's good for you. If you're not a runner. And even running, I would push more fartlek training, where you run hard, walk. It's interval training, if you will. Simple, basic. There's nothing fancy to it. When it comes to your nutrition, you need more protein, more water, more greens, more colorful foods. You know what to do, you just have to do it. But take away. Again, we're subtracting rather than adding. Simplify everything. Simplify how you live your life, and everything falls in line. But it's all about simplification, which gets greater results. See ya.